Yale gubu de Limpopo.
Hi Limpopo,
Cause penda machangura.
I want to spend my money.
Welcome to another episode of Limpopo Podcast. You already know, man, it's your boy Omee Otis, and I'm not alone, man. I'm with my co-host, the boy.
Oh yes. Kumugwana mwila nataka mboga mezi ambula appreciate wa Makhubela. Mo Mashutti Country Lodge.
Whatever. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell because that's the only way you're gonna know when we release an episode. So yeah, this is episode 2, and we decided to import this time around. We imported like a special. Everybody's special who comes on this show. So this time around, we decided to import. So our import is the one and only Mr. Kwenisto.
Yeah.
Uyani wale na wewe. Letakata kama.
Yeah.
Nice to be here. It's been a while I saw you.
Yeah.
And then you said I once came to your school.
Yeah.
What was that?
2009, 2010.
2009.
Yeah,
Okay.
around there.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So it's my product.
Yes. And I'm proud of it, man.
Yeah.
You know, the thing, people are usually, or let me say you are usually used to interviewing people.
Yeah.
I've never seen you on the other end.
Yeah.
And
today.
this is like the first time you being on the other end. And first of all, let me say, man, we really appreciate your time. It's not, I know you're a very, very busy man, and it's a great honor to have you here.
Yeah, man. I'm
So,
happy to be.
Let's get into it. You know, with us, we don't like, taking corners and curves. We go straight into it. So,
BDG.
of course, for a reason. So, I know for a fact that I've came across you a lot of times when we're busy doing gigs and so forth.
Yeah.
So, but besides, just from social networks, I know that you're a very busy person.
Yeah.
You're very much active in the communities. You're very much active in the entertainment world, from the awards to radio to MC. Just walk us through that. How does it feel? How do you now manage all of that at once?
Yeah, no, I think now I'm actually the busiest guy than I used to be when I was still on radio. When I was still on radio, I was so relaxed. I was so comfortable.
Yeah.
I was in a comfort zone.
Sure,
and
sure,
you know
sure.
what they say about comfort zone. In the comfort zone, nothing grows there.
Sure.
As much as we complain about friend zone from ladies, we complain about other zones, but we don't normally complain when coming to comfort zone because comfort zone kills a lot.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous. So recently I've been busy with a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get into TV. I'm trying to,
Sure.
to come up with things. Like now, there is a show that I actually wanted to present with Moja Love.
Okay.
But recently I just saw the show being advertised on ETV, and I'm like, what the That's my concept.
Sure. And
So
it has.
they stole my idea. I
Yes.
saw it there. And because when I sent the proposal said, on the show, it was the Meet My Partner. That's how I called my show.
This is juicy weight.
You see. So now, what happened is that I've sent that email last year on the 1st of July.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that reply this year in March stating that they won't be taking my idea to be televised. I was cool with that. I didn't have a problem. It means it didn't hit where they wanted.
Sure.
But all of a sudden, I see another show.
Same concept.
Same concept, but on the
Yeah.
other channel, ETV, Extra.
Yes.
My show was Meet My Partner. That's why I wanted to help young people to break the ice to their parents to say, I'm now Yajo Labiaji. Mosimano Kijolena Shoba boyfriend. When you shoot. So it was that kind of a show. Now they are calling their show TV show. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
TV show,
it's
you're
because from what we see on your social media,
Exactly.
it's Kwenisto Mpemot,
Yeah.
if I'm not
it's
mistaken.
Yeah. So, but there's so many ideas. In most cases, the ideas that I want to pursue on TV, I separate TV and social media.
Yeah.
On social media, I'll have the Kwenisto and Pemo to help with Kwenisto on Monday. Those are the two hashtags that I'm pushing. But
It's what and what?
Kwenisto and Pemo
Yeah.
and help with Kwenisto on Mondays.
Mondays, yes.
Those are the two that I push. What I do on Facebook is not what I do
On the
corporate.
outside, yeah.
No, because I want to separate the two platforms. I don't want people to think, oh, no, we're still on social media.
Sure.
So those are the things that I'm busy doing, but I'm busy again with the fact that I'm doing events. On the other hand, I'm still continuing with
Yeah, I forgot that you are an event coordinator.
hashtag adopt a Nyaope. A Nyaopist.
Yeah.
That's why I actually try to help these. Our young boys who are addicted to the drug. So there's just quite a lot of things that I'm doing. I'm actually the jack of all trades.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why we brought you here, because we
Yes.
know that you're well equipped.
Exactly. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what I'm busy on. And we are busy opening another radio station in Bloberg.
Okay.
It's Bloberg FM.
Sure.
It was once there, but people messed it up. Then it was closed down. Now we went back to ICASA. We begged them to say, please open the radio station
Sure.
again. So they've given us the license. So
Okay.
soon we'll be launching it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Kwenisto, like from back,
Yeah.
there was this thing like Kwenisto is no longer with ThobelaFM.
Yeah.
Can you please take us through that? What happened?
Yeah, like I said, with comfort zone, I was comfortable when I was at SABC. And at some point, I thought I arrived, We learn, we grow. And one thing about me, I'm not afraid to start afresh. I'm not afraid to start afresh. I'm someone who does not shy away from falling. And the ThobelaFM Saga was the biggest fall of my life.
Sure.
Because it was everywhere. It was on the newspapers, on social media. And at that time, I didn't know how to respond to people because people were having their own versions of what transpired. And I was like, why are these people talking things which are not even, if you can hear the version of what actually transpired, there are over 50 versions of my story. And none of them are correct.
And my question to you is, when it was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what I want to know is, at that present time, what were you doing?
People will be shocked to know that I was not even the one who played the song.
In
I'm
the
not the one who
in the
played-
studio?
In the studio. I was very far from the desk. I was on the other side.
Sure.
The person who played the song was Tabu. Tabu was on the desk, was controlling everything. And I was
Sure.
just a co-host. And I'm not the one who played the song. I can still say even now that I didn't play the song. When the song changed, they didn't tell me straight. They told Tabu.
So the song changed. You can confirm that the
Yeah,
song
it
changed.
changed. It was supposed to kill another song at 12 o'clock. But at 11th hour, the station manager decided that
It must change.
it must change. And PT, she was not even on duty. Somebody else was acting on her behalf. And she gave that order to say, okay, things have changed. I didn't have I never thought it will cause so much havoc, Given the fact that the person that they were saying will be playing the song at 12
Yeah.
o'clock is one of us, I was like, okay, no, it's fine. Then it's okay. But given the fact that of what transpires toward the 31st of December 2018, people had their own way of doing things. There were so many stories created about what could have actually happened. To say, no, when actually you didn't like so-and-so,
Sure.
you wanted so-and-so to win because...
Of this and that.
Master is your boy.
Yeah.
Given the fact that he could be my boy, but when coming to work is work.
Work, yeah.
You take orders from your seniors.
The way... I firstly, I wanted to say that when I look at things,
Yeah.
we normally don't don't see it that way, but
Yeah.
I feel like what happened to you is what actually God wanted to happen.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people started knowing Kwenisto from that point onwards.
Exactly.
A lot. I feel like you grew from that.
Yeah.
And you had to learn a whole lot of things from that.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, I want you to educate a lot of young people who are at home, who do not know anything about radio, how radio operates, because there's a lot of musicians
Yeah.
who want their music to be played on radio,
Yeah.
right? And they do not know the whereabouts, like where to start. First of all, where do I need to start for my song to be? How do I even submit?
Yeah.
Like so simple things as
Simple
that.
things.
Like as how do I submit? And where do I need to register my song? And what does it actually take for my song to play on radio and be on high rotation? Because we keep on hearing about this thing of corruption, the people are paying for their music to be played on radio. If you don't pay, it's not gonna be played.
Yeah.
So I want to know from you that what does it take for your song?
Yeah. Before maybe I answer that question, let me start with the one that you said. God wanted this thing to happen. I think at some point, every year you have resolutions as a young person.
Sure.
You say it's 2018.
Yeah.
I want to approach a year in a different way. I've been Kwenisto on radio, but what? Am I just gonna be on radio and then I
Yeah.
die and then that's
Yeah.
it? So I remember I had a prayer on the first month of 2018,
Okay.
and
February.
yeah,
I mean
2018.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
January. So at our church we have got this thing of 21 days of fasting.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember my prayer requests were 3, but I will remember 2.
Okay.
I was praying for marriage,
Yeah.
and I was praying to grow in the industry, to be a great presenter.
Yeah.
I remember I had a conversation. When you pray and then you have a conversation with God,
Yeah.
it hits you to that extent that you can feel that here I'm not alone. I'm speaking. God is here. He's actually listening. I had a conversation like
The way we
do
are.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think God was at the side. I was this side, and I said, God, I want to be big. I think I'm not being selfish.
Yeah.
I want to be big. Why can't I be like your Batukata? Why can't I be like your Twasa? Why can't I be like Tusomutau? Why can't I be like your Sabasa? Your
And you're good.
Mangkoko,
And you're good.
your Maxwell Mojapele. Why can't I be like, I want to be big as well? And God was like, are you sure about what you are asking? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready. I'm sure. And he was like, no, but there will be a price to pay. Like, what? And at some point I was like, he was saying to me, be sure about what you are doing, because the day I'm going to revoke and rebuke you and turn your life around, you won't
Yeah.
like it. It's like, you know what? Bring it on.
Yeah. Test me.
Like, bring it on.
Bring it on,
Test me, yeah.
Braji.
Yeah.
And I think months passed and nothing was happening until the 31st of December. I think God was waiting for that day, the last day of the year,
Sure.
to say, I'm going to turn his life around. I'm going to take something that he appreciates so much, which is radio. I love radio. And I loved to be on Thobela.
Would you like to go back to Thobela if
I'm not sure.
if the opportunity
I'm
was
not sure
there?
at the moment.
No, give me an answer. Yes or no?
I said it in the other
I need you to
interview,
say it here.
but I've got my conditions. Can I
No, don't talk about conditions. Would you love
I
to
would go there. I would go
Okay,
there.
that's what I needed
Thank
to know.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
So when everything happened, I was not actually surprised.
Yeah.
So coming to your question of how
Youngsters, yeah.
how can they submit the music is a question that does not have a straight answer. The way you are submitting your music, the way we play your music is not the way we are going to be the same. Remember now, radio stations are no longer making hits. People, masses do create hits. Social media creates hits.
Sure.
No longer radio.
The power of
when
social,
last
yeah.
time did you hear radio
Making a hit. I think that's a good point.
Yeah, radio stations are no longer making hits. And people should stop paying presenters for their music to be played, because
Yeah.
if you think you're that good, Omee, why are you paying?
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So if you are saying you are that good, as you say, then why are you paying?
What are you paying for?
Why are you paying for? Because you are good. So they differ with the current, with radio stations. Some radio station they've got what we call listening session. After CDs came through, they sit down as a committee, music committee.
Okay.
They listen. Every radio station has got what we call feel and sound.
Okay.
Capricorn FM has it, Energy has it,
Yeah.
ThobelaFM has it,
Yeah.
Pala Pala Mangana, they have it. That's why sometimes you don't need to listen to a radio station to say Metro FM is where you at first, before you can tell, oh, this is Metro FM.
Sure.
By the sound and the feeling, when you switch on your radio station,
You can tell.
you can tell this
Yeah,
song.
I think I've experienced that a lot in the car.
Exactly. So, why? It is the feel and sound. You know, you can't play. You can't open Metro and then you hear Manizo. And hear Manizo. Because you know that their sound is not the one that can cater the likes of Madamara music.
Sure.
They don't play Madamara. But somehow the Sohosa FM will play Madamara of Manizo. So it's a feel and sound. It's a radio station, the way they want their music to be played. That's why the likes of Capricorn, they were not playing the Bolo House before Mureki and everything. They only started playing Mureki and other radio stations after it was, they've realized or not, there's a market in this music. So that's now, but you can tell that they don't just play any song, they select.
Yeah.
So you send your music, or somebody can just hear you and say and call you to the studio. It differs. There is no one way to say this is how you do it.
Okay.
So because as far as I know, I've been in music compilers office many times.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Music to work with. Yeah.
So in the office, they don't listen to those. It's like a role CD challenge.
Eish.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
So, like, when it's talking about which question, like, it's so serious to a point whereby we don't know. Or your fella guy who the fella jawdi londor lujer there kono change. But like, I'm going to talk about unity. That the artist jabulove. Not bulove do pair. Like
Limpopo.
Limpopo ge garage. Like the lojeri dia uneri divisions walwewa ongushi. Like the fanny get artist, we don't even understand what is happening. Ongushi baba your poster say tomorrow. We don't even know like when like how do you take it?
Yeah, man, it's a shame, but at some point I took a decision no longer to comment on artist Jabulubedi, because whenever I comment, it feels like I'm fighting, or maybe
You're on somebody's side.
Exactly, I'm on somebody's side. And whereas now I support talent. Somebody 2 weeks back said to me, "You are promoting Mutokwa Matan," when I was talking about DJ Dance. And he's my homeboy. He's from the same village. He was saying, "No, you're not promoting us, but you're promoting somebody else." I'm saying, I don't promote you because you're a homie.
Eish.
I promote you because you're talented. I talk about you. Make us talk about you.
Yeah.
Don't come here and say, I'm not just on Facebook just for Lobola Lakabat. I know what I'm doing. And I'm creating fan base. I'm creating the conversation among our music lovers. So the issue of support, it's a serious thing, and I don't understand if artists understand the power of unity. The power of being together, the power of coming together. Imagine me having my own followers, Omee coming with his own, you are coming with yours. I saw you have got so many on TikTok. You combine those people, they come together like this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we will blow, and KZN and Gauteng will never have a thing on us.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that is actually dragging us back now, it is the issue of divisions.
Yeah.
Kwenisto want to be the only one.
Yeah.
You want to be the only one. You want to be the only one. And we are getting inspired. When I'm watching Omee doing his music, I get inspired, and I want to be the next Omee Otis. So it's not like I'm taking the shine from Omee Otis.
Sure.
What I'm saying is, I want to be like Omee Otis. I want to step where Omee stepped. But some people might not see that way. They might like, you are attacking me, which is not right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna move a little bit away from.
So it seems like what are you about to say now?
It's,
are you on
it's
about?
serious. No. It's nothing hectic. Um, I want to dive into like what is currently happening with our president, our former president. What is your take on that?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Gete, like he's
Yeah.
Malala. Yes. But I think at some point as a leader, he could have acted in a different manner in this case.
In a more dignified way.
Exactly, because number one, he's the one who established the very same commission he's defying.
Ish.
Number two, he's a president. He took an oath. An oath to be in that office, even after, before, during, and after. You are still the president. You still address you as the president.
Yeah.
So what's happening in KZN right now? Some teams don't come to pitch. Royal AM, they're not coming. Some are not coming to court.
Yeah.
So there's just an element of not getting the right advices. I think the people who advised him, they didn't advise him in a correct manner. Right now, the people that he was looting money with are no longer here. And the poor kids who were supposed to defend for him are the poor Zulus, the poor Swatis from Mpumalanga, the Pedis from Polokwane, Xhosas from Eastern Cape. They are now gathered in Nkandla. Where are his friends? You might be asking yourself that question because politicians, they've got this thing of, I don't like them. I don't like politicians. I know I'm a politician.
I hope Julius Malema doesn't hear this.
I agree with Julius when it's time to agree with him, and I differ with him when it's time to differ with him.
Okay.
So just like when ANC is doing well, I will say ANC is doing well.
Yeah.
But when ANC is doing people bad,
You
ANC
will.
is doing people
And the thing
bad.
is about this ANC, it's kind of like divided as well.
Exactly, because now the politicians, when it's time to eat money,
Yeah.
they gather their friends and families. But when it's time for a war, they organize us
Like
poor
they
kids.
call masses of people to come and
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
We are only needed when it's a war.
Ish.
When it's time to eat, they don't.
Ani collab.
No, I understand. I get
Rabo
your
like
point.
Ditlala.
Yeah.
We are frustrated.
Yeah.
I wrote this other letter to the president at the time, even though I didn't get a reply, but what's fine.
You were that confident, eh?
I
To
wrote-
write a letter to the president.
Yeah, I did. But I thought maybe you will say, Mr. Mahaha as the president. So I didn't get a response, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So in that letter, I addressed myself as a frustrated young man. Why young people are dying. And if the youth of 1976 died because of the system, they died literally because they were being killed and being shot at. The ANC is still killing us today. But they're doing it in a very systematic manner. Okay, things, can I?
No, you can stand up. You can stop. Me and you, we can continue. But then where he left from, we're going to a little bit go off topic, Nyan. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, talking about marriage. Or, the thing that, like, separates us, white, like, black people and white people. Now, we're gonna drop that politician talk now. We're gonna jump on this wagon.
Yeah.
So I was still telling him that, the thing that actually separates us, black people and white people, and the reason why we always fall back. We were having this conversation with a friend yesterday, and I told him that, with us as a man, there is so much that is expected from you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take it a little bit back. This thing of cows, and it was firstly, for me, the way I see it, giving the family or of your spouse something, it was more like a token of appreciation.
Yes.
And because for me, I look at it like this, because a cow is like the biggest form of something to eat. Like it's more bigger than dinku and all of those smaller ones. So, but then as time went, we tend to monetize that. You know, because if I brought a car, it's like, okay, guys, this will take care of you while your daughter is gone. But then now, as I move,
Yeah.
like as time went, we now at a time where people want 10 cows.
Okay.
And if one cow is like 10,000, that's 100,000. You take out 100,000 to marry this person. For Lobola, you still have to pay for the white wedding.
Yeah.
For the traditional wedding, you still have to pay for the white wedding. You still have to buy a house. You still have to buy food in the house. Suppose that the lady's not even working, you know, and now you have white people. They don't engage in that. There's nothing like Lobola. That is why they're able to move quickly.
Yeah, I think there is nothing special about white people.
Okay.
There is nothing special about that.
Of course, there is nothing special, but their system works.
It worked because that's how they planned everything from the beginning. Because at the beginning, they didn't only steal cows and land. They stole more than what we think they stole. White people stole more than what we think. I don't think they just stole the land and set back.
The confidence as well.
They stole our identity. Once you steal my identity, I'm a madman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a crazy man. Because when they descended in Africa, they made sure that they changed our identity. That's why they
Sure.
gave your Nelson Mandela the names, like Nelson, to change the identity.
Now we are naming ourselves Omee.
Oh, me, Kwenisto, because let me tell you, for you to be able now, if you go to FNB to claim your money,
Yeah.
they want your identity to access whatever you have. Therefore, who are we as Africans now to claim back the land? Because our identity is no longer what used to be. We're no longer Malesala Rebo Mama, Rebo Nelson, Rebo Jeffrey, Rebo
Godwill.
Mama. So when coming to that, as we narrow it to the Lobola thing, I think the way we were taught to do things as black people, we were taught to survive, not to live. We are a nation of surviving. We are surviving
Sure.
instead of living. They are living because they own 80% of this country. The minority group owning the country,
Yeah.
80%.
They are the CEOs,
They are
they are the
CEOs.
bosses.
On Monday,
We are employees, basically.
come on Monday, you go back to report to a grade 12 learner with your masters.
Ish.
Because we are a country that actually didn't prepare us to be the employers, but to be the employees. The system, the education that they gave to us doesn't equip us to be business minded. That's why if
That's
a
true.
person
That's true.
sells ditamati mozanin, barwa sokon, just to sell. And selling, if there is something that is going to rescue us from poverty, is selling.
Exactly. It's the
I
same
don't
thing.
care what
It's the
rules
same
are
thing
like.
as same thing as people who are trading forex.
Exactly.
Because it's all about selling and buying, but then because it's done on a computerized system,
Exactly.
you know.
You see, so we have got this thing of they robbed us a lot of things from the beginning to say, if you see a person selling the tamati, it's all wasokon. But there is no millionaire who's gonna be made by a 12th check. The check is 12 because we're a millionaire in a to be a millionaire, you need to start sell something. Sell this podcast. Sell something. Sell the red cups. Sell juice.
Yeah.
We get Omee juice. It's gonna grow. So you see, I'm selling my services. When I come and do MCing, I'm selling that.
Sure.
So, with the fact that Lobola and Lobola and Omee, they appreciate. Our marriages, the reason why they fail, we go into that already. Really stress.
Ish.
Udialinyana la 100,000.
On credit.
Ujere load. So, ge ke ya ka kwa aralenyana already ke na le morwalo. And umpaying stress. That stress ke to se tshama mo wena. By the time o thoma o dira re kwatelane, everything is and our parents barata this thing ya longevity in the marriage.
Yeah.
It's not important.
It's
not important.
You want to offend our parents when?
O check ge ba bolela ka
Okay, just hold on. I just want to ask the technical guy. Are we still good? Yeah, because can you come and refill for me, please? Not cool, not cool. Yeah. And once we start talking about this issue, we won't end. So I need us to move away from that a little bit.
Yeah, but the point that I wanted to make here was
Sure.
the longevity in the
Marriage.
They were like, if I go back to Baba Bidi Kukulinyalo. No, I'm Panawanaka. I live with 30 years. Kilika Maralinyal.
40 years.
If you check out that 30 years, this woman only saw her husband
Yeah.
4 times a year.
Yeah.
This guy will work March, 3 months, I work June, I work September, I work 4 times. And this man, whatever, got Friday with you.
Eish.
Umana musagado furuga be tawla le go kwa mama kwa cousin ba le go asanga mona we fela ke mathapa make this time, and then e chaile sonja robala ka Sunday furuku ko le ngwana magauteng e moemedi wa tsama. Then you want to tell me that you were married for 30 years? That's not 30 years. It's less than even 5 months.
Yo, Magai, so like you spoke about how white people stole from us, like so many things. Okay? But when as a person, do you see this country changing from like where we are now?
Like especially just to add on your question,
Yeah.
I'm not taking the question away, but I'm adding.
Sure.
Looking also at the high unemployment rate within the youth. Just add on that.
Politically, we won. If we are saying we will change through politics, forget. The only thing, we change our mindset. Let's go and check. Because I think even our politicians, they brought this thing into our mentality. In order for you to survive, you need the help of the government. That's why you see people, they do all that. They punish themselves in return. You are punishing yourselves because the people that we are talking about are at their offices.
Yeah.
So, politically, we won't change. Nothing from politics will change us. Only if us as young people. Like now, I'm an advocate for young people. And I was saying, in the coming elections, do not vote for any person who's not a young person.
Yeah. Repeat. Yeah. No, we need that.
I don't
Loud-
care if that
Loud.
3 candidates is DA, is EFF, is ANC. If ANC does not have a young person, don't vote for them. Go to EFF, which has got a young person. If EFF they are
Doesn't
bringing
have.
an old person, don't vote for them. Vote for DA because DA has got a young person.
Somebody who's going to
So
represent.
what we can do as young people, because we've got the power, we can say we are no longer want to be led by Makhubela. We are sick and tired.
Yeah, because as time is changing, like for me, a simple way of putting it is that, technology keeps on improving.
Exactly.
And technology needs fresh minds. So the same way the people who need to be behind that technology, it's young people, because old people, they're always looking for extra people to help them with the technology, and that causes what? You are employing more unnecessary people, and with
Exactly.
government money.
With the government money. Now, we have got this hashtag Futsak EFF and Futsak ANC every Friday on Twitter. People who vote for ANC are not on Twitter. They're at home, they're queuing there for 350s. They don't have that time.
And
You see,
Baba-
they don't care about that.
But so I've realized those who vote for ANC, like, it's the grannies,
It's the
because
grannies.
they use that. Let me not even go further with
Yeah,
this.
for
my God.
Sasa. Say it.
No. I wanted to say the whole Mandela. I think it's been used. It's being overused. The whole thing of
Mandela.
yeah, that
Mandela,
you are voting for Mandela.
Mandela,
Mandela is
yeah.
gone, and the people that are here now, it's people who are messing up the same structure that Mandela fought for. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So it's that whole thing of putting Mandela in front of the skippers. For me, it's not working.
But I'll go to this guy who assassinated Christiani. He said something. He said, the day I'm going to speak, who ordered me to kill Christiani? South Africa will never be the same. There are certain people you will never look the same way you used to look at them. But my question from that white man, since when a white person is actually defending a black man? Why can't he say the name?
Yeah.
How? When did a white person start to protect a black person?
Black man, yeah.
So here he's just trying to play with our minds. You see, so and so has ordered me to assassinate Christiani, and I'm saying, stop lying. You killed Christiani, serve your sentence. There is no parole for you.
So do you think our father in KZN should do? According to you, do you think he should go in?
He should go and serve.
Okay.
It's a country. As much as I love him, as much as I think he just made things difficult for himself. You know, it's very difficult to support somebody who has put himself in those. He could have went to the commission and just answer.
Okay.
And use his charm. Zuma is a charmer.
My guy.
So, Makhubela, like gender-based violence.
Yeah.
This thing is a serious problem.
Everywhere.
It's a serious problem whereby now, just next door.
Lift. Can you please lift like your mic?
Okay,
a little
level
bit?
like a mobile, man, okay, mama. Okay, level like a mobile man who twins man, like girlfriend, develop boyfriend, man who challenge the man poison. Like, this thing is serious to a point whereby we don't even know or on streets, we're never safe. Like, more safe, we're not safe, we're not safe now. Like, as a country, we're not leveling. Getting triggered, yeah, or like, a change from this thing.
Yeah. I think we need to approach a psychological problem psychologically.
Yeah.
We can't fight GBV psychological. It starts in the mind. Most young boys are hurt, they're broken, they're damaged. And that is not an excuse. I want to put it this way. First of all, I'm a Christian. Everywhere. Assembly. That's why you see because we said,
I like where you're going.
we said footstep to God.
You know, yesterday, just to interrupt you a little bit, yesterday I saw this comment and somebody said, God is dead. And I looked at that, like for a second, it kind of hit me. Like, not to say he's dead, but then it hit me in such a way that with everything that is happening today, how does he allow everything that is happening? But at the same time, because I believe so much in God, I looked at our deeds, our acts.
Exactly, because God is not He will stay. That's why he says, I'm outside, I'm knocking. So God is not going to come into things which we are not inviting him. And let's go back to how can we fix it? We have got the problem. I think the problem again, the issue of empowering women. This issue was not addressed enough to both parties. It was like Omee was in the driving seat. All of a sudden about Omee, you can't drive alone. Drive. That's what made Omee or boys angry. And they should have just explained to it or Omee by saying you can't drive alone. We're not saying you're not a good driver. We are saying you can. The same person that you have as Musadi, she can drive this car the same way you do.
Yeah.
I think the issue of empowerment in women was not addressed in
Properly.
such a way. It was addressed
it came in
as
such
a war
war.
against men.
Yeah.
That's why men are angry, because every time, look at what was happening at All Blacks Lives Matter.
Yeah.
There were people who were like, all lives matter. Whereas the hashtag was
All Black Lives Matter.
It was just that. It was not saying all lives don't matter. But because people think when you say Black Lives Matter, you are attacking white people. White people are like, no, all lives matter. So even with us, we are saying women are capable of doing things which you can actually do as a guy. We are not saying you're not good. That's why you see when you come with a campaign that empowers women, men think it's a war against them. That's why they will never be.
And I think also when it comes to men and women, for me, I feel like we usually leave our positions often. You know, as a man, you should know what your position is.
Yeah.
As a woman, you should know what your position is,
Yeah.
regardless of financial inclusive, like without including finances.
Yeah.
We should know our roles and roles which were given to us from above. That's what I think.
Exactly, because a woman was created from a rib. And why a rib? Why not any other bone in the body?
But all of that is
But the
ignored.
rib-
Like I like what you said in the
rib
beginning.
is protecting the heart. So the role of a man is to protect. So until we preach this to our young men, they will never understand. They will always see women as sexual objects.
Also, a lot of the things that we see on our music videos, I like what you said in the beginning, that we have said to God
Exactly.
and we worship like
Other things.
earthly things. Like
Exactly.
we worship the things of this world
Yeah,
more
and-
than we do to Him.
And we don't want to talk about such things because if you see Kwenisto apere, you know morally is wrong. But you can't address it now. They will attack you.
Yeah. Yeah.
The feminists will come to you.
Yeah, but I'm cooking yaga.
We're
Lesangwana.
not saying Auskapra, but in the public eyes, just be modest.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least,
Exactly.
Ongushi.
Yeah.
Because we have Ranalaba and our two,
Exactly.
they grow up Valevela de Kwenisto. Ongushi. Baula Baulevele as a role model.
As a role model.
Ongushi. Like there are people Valuru Banyaga Tswana. Nana Otomo Ubiam.
Exactly.
Then Orar Vana Valelu, one of the shopon, they're going to pick the same clothes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I love Zodo Abantu. I support what she's doing. My only worry is that young people want to copy what she's doing because
Exactly.
she's.
I mean, for
whatever
me,
she's doing
it's
is
all about
glamorizing.
Yeah, you should have confidence to a certain level, but
Yeah.
as soon as you
Lose your morals.
exactly that is where, because people now, man, the things that I've been seeing like on social media, I worry a lot when I think about having to make other kids, because I'm questioning myself: am I really willing to bring another child into a world of this magnitude?
Yeah.
Because everything seems like crazy.
It's very crazy. The things young people say, you can check your social media now. Go and check the young kids who were born 2000 from this.
Yo.
side. They talk about sex. Everything's sex.
Everything.
Yeah.
Sex. And you can't reprimand them because their mothers are also talking about sex.
Also, exactly what normally what you teach a young person from a younger age,
Yeah.
if that person grows up from the roots like that are full of lies,
Yeah.
those lies are going to become truth to that person.
Exactly.
Whenever you come and represent the truth to them, it now opposes what they were taught, and what they were taught is lies. There's this thing, I don't know if you saw it, just to go off a little bit. The other time Davido was here in the country, they went clubbing, and then they went to a club,
Yeah.
and then from there they went back to the hotel in Senton. These girls, they were so happy that they're going to sleep with Davido and his friends. And most of them thought, out of this, in the morning when I wake up, I'm going to be getting 15,000. I'm going to be going to upgrade my mom's house. Like, why can't you do something on your own? Like I saw, like this morning before we actually came here, I saw a certain picture of this girl from Polokwane. I actually forgot her name, but I did take a screenshot. Let me just have a look. Maybe she can also, I think she deserves that. I hope I find it because my phone sometimes. But this girl, she works for herself, like everything, my guy. No, man. But the thing, it's on Mbokoto online market. This girl, she does ceiling, she does tiling. A woman, bruh. Like, I was so inspired, and that's what a lot of our women need to do.
Exactly, because we need to raise a generation of young girls who can do things for themselves. And it is possible. We need to raise a generation of young girls who can buy their own weave. We need to raise a generation of young girls who can buy themselves airtime. We need to raise a generation of young girls who can go to Cape Town on their own money. On their own and with their own money.
Sure.
And we need to raise
and
a
not lie
society.
to these other young girls and
Exactly.
say I'm selling products and then I'm climbing this aeroplane with the product.
Yeah.
You see,
You know, that is just fictional. And but then they tend to believe it and say, no, for me to be like that, I need to. There's no products that are going. We all know that this is men doing it because we never even get to see who you are with there.
exactly. I used to date this other girl. She's my ex.
Okay.
She was so obsessed with Mihlali. And I was told her, Mihlali is doing well. You know, she has got endorsement. She's doing that. But you don't know her whole life.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
What you see with Mihlali on social media is only 10% of who she is.
Normally, they choose to show you what they want you to
Exactly.
see.
As well, even myself, on social media, there's a day where I don't have food. Do they know? They don't know. You see, I'm broke. Do they know? They don't know.
don't know.
Because I don't show them that. And to say, no, okay, Kwenisto is struggling. I only show them Kwenisto and Pemont. Help with Kwenisto. I only talk about my gigs. I'm booked there and there. I'm 80% booked for 2021. That's what I'm showing young people. And I'm not giving them the whole, to say, even to come here, Omee had to give me money. They don't know that.
No, you didn't have to say that. Okay, that's gonna trend. We always have this.
Yeah, no, these moments are...
And by the way, guys, he's not drunk because a lot of people will be saying he's
Yeah,
drunk
well,
and he's not drunk. Okay, my guy, like carry on.
Maka ibona. A ona ka mkhore ka seabo ka Kwenisto mphe motho batho ba fiwa batho ya boya ka mata.
Yeah.
Odimo wa social media and what trend the blind.
Yeah.
Batho ba ba fa batho ba yana Kwenisto.
But ba romela inbox ba re Kwenisto, I'm looking for this kind of a person. That's what I do. My job is very simple. I don't have to advocate, say, hey, what.
You take it as it is.
As it is.
Yeah.
I just cut and paste. That's what I do.
So mara batho ba thakana.
Yeah, there's actually a wedding that is coming in December that I'm going to MC.
I know with the MC. Number one.
So I'm going to be MCing the wedding. They met on my timeline. There's so many people that I think a lot of, just that whenever I post good result, I don't do often. But there's so many good stories around that. Even though there are some stories which are sad because some people are using that platform to hurt other people.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Because I've went into your comments every time you post these things. Came across a lot of funny comments. You know,
Yeah.
people are just
Stupid comments.
Yeah,
For that matter.
exactly.
And Maka, how do you deal with that? Like bashing on social media. How do you deal with that?
Never address a shade from a tree that is not giving you fruit.
Amen.
Look away and ignore fools. Because if you fight with a pig likes mud. So people won't realize who is who. A pig will be a pig. Don't be a pig.
Yeah.
Stay away from pigs. Hallelujah.
For this
Amen.
one, I have to clap.
Now I'm gonna get into. I think we will be closing now,
Yeah.
or getting close to closing.
Okay.
But we still give you a chance.
What are the questions from people? As I settle them.
We're gonna get
Okay.
there. People did send me some questions, but before we get into people's questions, this is my last question to you.
Oh, last. Wow.
My last.
I have two more.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say this word. Ghanama.
Ghanama is a hit.
Big time.
It's a big song.
Yeah.
I saw it during the week. I posted about it. It's there on my
Timeline.
timeline, not Facebook because I'm still blocked. I'm on Instagram. I spoke about it. And what I like is that they used a young man, Prince Benza. Benza is
He's a fantastic producer.
very fantastic.
Oh, that guy.
When I met Benza, I remember I said these words to him. If you don't blow up here in 2021, you have yourself to blame, not anyone
Yeah.
else. You are surrounded by stars.
Yeah.
You are surrounded by great people.
Yeah.
Stop looking down on yourself.
Multi-platinum people.
Yeah.
Exactly. So He did Ngwao. I know three Ngwao song.
I
He
know
did-
the first one.
Yeah, he did the Ngwao. It didn't blow.
Yeah.
He did the reprise.
And that is
It
just
didn't blow.
that is just an example of
He
not
did the
giving up, you know?
Exactly. So I'm happy to see him working with King and Makadzi because I think Makadzi played a very big role in
Nurturing him.
yeah, especially during the lockdown.
Mm.
Remember, though Prince Benza was among the stars, it was only Makadzi who always takes Prince Benza to to a gigs.
Shows, yeah.
It was only her.
Her.
And that lady gave
The right
Prince
exposure.
Benza the right exposure.
That is
And
what we
are
call
grateful
exposure.
for that. You see, so Ghanama is a hit, and I thought maybe they would leave it a little bit towards December because I think Rakaraka 5, 4,
Three.
3. Dilo jaga dia Ghanama.
But then people will say, when are you gonna change the songs?
You know, people always talk. I think we have solved our issues, me
Yeah.
and King. We're good now.
Yeah. And then in terms of like the whole, I'm sure you also saw that, the whole fight between the two acts, which was now called a PR. So do you think it was a good representation of our province?
Yeah, I think at the moment, I think King is stepping into a new himself.
Sure.
He's stepping into who he is actually supposed to be. You see, from
Recently I like the way he
he
is engaging.
Yeah, PR stunts. His PR stunts are always calculated.
Sure. Especially with the boxing one.
Exactly. The PR stunts, and that's where we wanted him to
Sure,
be.
exactly.
Actually, to say, look, man, you are not just a boy from Zanele. You are big. You are a star. And when you do this music, bring all the stuff, bring all the weapons, because I've realized that guy loves music.
Big time.
I remember the day I went there to have a tea with him.
Yes, that's where I wanted to go, but okay, just continue.
We got there 2 hours. Okay? We were in the studio. That guy was listening to the same song, and he was
Over
doing
and
it.
over.
You see, he didn't speak for that 2 hours. He was
Yeah.
busy trying to. He loves music. He
I
lives
have
music.
an
experience.
let me say like a heavy personal experience with him because, you know, there's been so many times I'll be with him in the studio and we would like work on songs, and the passion that is there is unbelievable.
Amazing.
It's unbelievable.
And I was like, hey, this guy takes music very serious,
Yeah. Very
and I'm happy that he's actually taking himself serious.
I remember there was a story he once told me. It's like, man, why not you think you're struggling? Like I used to put, you know, there's on a computer, there's what we call a thermal paste. It's like a tube. Like, it looks like sort of Colgate. He's like, I used to put Colgate on the thermal paste just so my computer can run until I finish a song. And then as soon as my song is finished, and then I'll have to replace that Colgate. Like that. Because he used to have a problem with the computer. So, because a thermal paste and a Colgate, they're more like identical.
Yeah.
So, that is something that inspired me a lot.
You see patience.
Amen.
You see what one day or the other.
Yeah.
I'll get up.
Yeah. The song is a banger, man. I just wish they could
Big time, yeah.
drop a music video and like let people become part of it as well.
Good besides like the negativity, like Maruale, everything.
Yeah.
King Manada has contributed a lot to the music of Reno.
A lot. I think, but we owe that not only to him, but also to the people of
The
Bulubedu.
foundation.
Yeah.
The people of Bulubedu, when coming to their music, I'm telling you, Omee is here, he can attest to that. But Bulubedu, when coming to their music, they don't compromise.
Yeah.
You go. I've went to so many gigs this side, especially in
And they
inside
love you
Ghanama.
this side. They love you.
They do. Hey,
They love you.
So when I was that side, you can tell, man. When you're a DJ and then you don't play their music, they won't have a problem with you. That's what I like about it. I want a problem with but one. But no laser, they will just look at you. Well, laser wadala your black coffee, your deep house.
Yeah.
When you're done, play our music.
Yeah. We have 5 minutes left, guys. Okay, let's round it up. Menier.
Like Kwenisto, I wanna talk about like I wanna come kunga se aboga yon. I know you're a big fan, yeah, Madamara music. Big one.
Yeah.
More especially Bad Company,
Yeah.
Lil Mary, like the crew.
Yes.
Ge go shower, ge go shy feel loro you to tell you over follow I say well come go.
Oh, thanks to Zimbabwe. I think Zimba is playing a very
He's
huge
coming
role.
next,
Yeah,
eh? He's
yeah.
coming
Yeah,
next.
no. But Zimbabwe must appreciate Zimba.
Yeah.
Big time.
Mm.
That man played a huge role in actually connecting the music Wabulubedu to the rest of the world. Every song, like it's like a Zimba. Their song, Kwashabana Matumbele Ngwana wa Motho.
Lil Mary.
Ngwana wa Motho, Lil Mary. Ngwana wa Motho. He was performing it. It was just a clip. That song hit me. I was like, I want to know this young man. And then knowing Lil Mary, after that, Lil Mary is part of Bad Company. That's where Bad Company came in.
Yeah, that's like
Into-
my little brother. Man. I love
Exactly.
him.
Yeah.
So it's more like the song Yang Wana Motho every song, yeah, Madamara. And now I love their music. There's
Yeah.
a new one with Syria the Community, Manizo with Syria the
Syria,
Community, and
yeah.
Play the DJ.
Yeah.
The song is doing well. And Lil Mary released in Kelele and not so long, and Lerato Laka with Kwenisto. You know, they're doing so well. And we can only support them and tell them to keep on keeping on.
We have questions on Facebook for you.
All right. Five
Yes,
questions.
Five
yeah.
questions. Yeah.
But then don't try to over-explain them, please.
Okay, because now.
Yeah. And just keep it short. Yes, no, if you need to be yes, no. And then I'm going to call out their names as well.
Well.
One says, Sherlock Shy says, why did you rob King Minataka Song of the Year?
That's a stupid question. I'm not answering such stupid questions.
Okay. Majested L. Imperator Amos says, what happened to him after SABC?
Yeah, I think people saw me. I went to manage radio station Unisa. Came back. Actually, after that, I started a new radio station, Motion Sense, with Mr. Mghale. Thereafter, then I went to Gauteng to manage Unisa Radio. It was a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
And then I came back to join Limpopo TV. Then it was just a flop, Leona.
Okay.
Then recently, I'm trying to go back to radio.
Okay.
But with Blowback FM this time.
Okay. Now, one of the other questions is, Colonel, when is he blocking us on Facebook after so many years? Or is he still beefing with us?
I know what I'm doing. I know why you are blocked.
Okay.
You belong there.
What inspired him? This is innocent. Waka. What inspired him to fall in love with the radio? I think that's the last question we're
Radio.
going to take.
I think I fell in love with radio because radio was the only means of communication at home. We didn't have TV.
Yeah.
So my father would always listen to ThobelaFM, and I fell in love with the voices of the presenters. Yeah.
All right. Gwen.
Is this part one?
No, we're done. Thank you so much, man. It's been an hour, and thank you very much. I cannot thank you.
Yeah, man.
I wish we could go on and go on and go on and
Yeah.
go on and go on. Unfortunately, time is not on our side, and I feel like we brought in a beautiful set for today. And yeah, guys, to the viewers at home, thank you so much for tuning in once more. This is your boy Omee Otis, and we want to thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. We love you. This is Limpopo Podcast. We out.